Hello everybody, Plushy Animal Adventures here, back for the first time in probably 2 years. I don't know, I didn't look back to see when my last video was posted, but it was probably forever ago. I could go into a lot of reasons why, but ultimately I kind of just lost interest in doing videos, because I was doing other stuff. I wasn't really into the dolls all that much, but, you know. Now I'm trying to clean some space to film and take pictures, so maybe I'll see if I can post more. But what we're doing right now is I'm going to change the body of a doll that I got on for the Black Friday Paradise Galleries doll sale 2019, and it is currently July 2020. She's actually been in her box since she arrived, just sitting over here on my sewing table that's a mess because my room is a disaster right now. I am in the process of cleaning that, so again, so that I can have places to film and just places to display my dolls so I can actually see them, because I haven't even touched them, most of them, in quite a while. And then I got the child. You can see the child over there. And I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm going to get back into dolls now. But anyways, all that to say, she's been in her box, therefore I have not changed her body yet, which, you know, if you've seen my other videos, you know that I generally change the bodies of my dolls almost as soon as they arrive. My last new oh, you know what? Let me show you. Because I have gotten dolls since posting last. This one, it's Paradise Galleries. I don't know the name. I'm sorry. But this one, I got her, and then, like, within 10 minutes, took her off her original body and gave her a new body, because I had one, so I was like, well, I'm not gonna not do that. There's something about me. I have to change the bodies of my dolls, because I never like the body that they come on. And the Paradise Galleries dolls, my first ones definitely did not have good bodies. The ones that they come with now, like this one and the one this one currently has, they're actually decent bodies. But I guess I just have really high standards. So we're gonna change. Oh, this is Cable Knit Cutie. I don't know what this one... Oh, creamsicle something. It was like an orange, like a summer outfit. Creamsicle something. Yeah, that's it. But it's so cute. And then for the Black Friday sale, got this one. So, we'll put you over there with the other dolls. I got most of my other dolls. Some are over here, some are across the room. So last night, I got her out. I took off her outfit. Just for the record, the sweater that Cable Knit Cutie came on, I think that it was put on and then the head was put on, because I could barely get it over her head. It almost pulled her... I mean, I was worried it was going to pull her wig off. I didn't see any sign that it actually was going to pull off, because I think it's pretty securely on there. But still, that sweater is not going to be able to go back on her. So I gave it to my mom to maybe put on some of her dolls with smaller heads. Because it's such a cute outfit. It's so sad. But I didn't like the texture, and my mom likes to look at the dolls. I like to cuddle with the dolls. So I think anything that has a texture that I don't like is better with her. So even though it was really cute on this one, who does not have a name, other than Cable Knit Cutie, it was really cute on this one, but I like to have real baby outfits on them because it's softer, nicer to cuddle. So we're going to take the clothes off. I just put this on so that it was covering the limbs. I also find that I don't really like touching the limbs. It's all rubbery feeling, and I just don't really like it. So I try to cover up as much of their flesh as possible. I left the onesie on that she came with just because I didn't see a reason. I did put on a diaper, though, because it kind of shaped her body better. But I just left that on. We'll go ahead and take off every bit of clothing, because we are going to be replacing her body. Let's not lose these. I just now found these socks. I don't want to lose them. So we're just going to chill, chat, and I'm going to show you how I replace a body. And, you know, even though I've done this a million times, you can bet I'm going to mess something up because I'm also talking. We'll put this... I actually got this for one of my other dolls whose theme is brown, but this was the only sleeper I could find. I'm missing a lot of clothes. I'm going to try to track them all down. But anyways, so I'm going to mess something up. What was that? I don't know. I heard something that was weird sounding. Okay. So again, this baby does not have a name yet. Also, I'm expecting two new babies soon. It's a 2-headed demon doll. I'm so excited. It's coming tomorrow. I'm going to need names for that. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, goodness. I think, yeah, this was attached with a... Okay, you know what? We might go ahead and just detach the head, because this is... Why? Okay. Well, now you can see what I had to deal with the sweater, and the sweater was tighter. Like, this... The clothes were put on, and then the head was attached. I swear to you. You know what? This isn't a bad thing. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to pull her hair up. I'm not used to having dolls with hair, so this is... I only have one rooted doll and one doll with a wig, besides this one now. So I'm not used to hair. So, what I'm going to do is actually do this to protect her head, because I do worry about the head. Okay. Let me show you the body we're going to be doing. Well, yeah, before I do anything drastic, let's just look at it. So, I think this is a Bountiful... This must be a Bountiful Baby body. We're not buying anything from Bountiful Baby anymore. If you want to know why, I'll message it to you privately. I don't want to slander anyone, but we just found out some stuff that was really upsetting. I'm not saying other people can't support them. It's up to you. We are not buying, even though they make like the best bodies, they're absolutely my favorite bodies that I've ever seen for reborns. It's not worth it. It was really upsetting. Obviously, it's allegations. It's not necessarily proven. But, I mean, it's not like I'm accusing them of anything. I'm just saying that it sounds iffy, and I don't want my money. I think this is a fine body for it. It's going to be a bit longer. Yeah, I am sad about the Bountiful Baby bodies, though, because, like, this is a Bountiful Baby body. All my favorite dolls are on Bountiful Baby bodies because I think that they're just the best ones, and so it's sad. But I don't want my money potentially going towards what I think it's going towards. And again, I'm not trying to slander them. If you want to know, you can look it up. You can look up the owners of the thing and figure out what I'm talking about, or I can message it to you. And, I mean, honestly, it's not even accusations. I saw something that one of the owners of Bountiful Baby actually said, like, from his own personal forum account on a website, a forum. I saw things that he said that upset me. And so it's not even the accusations, necessarily. Because, again, who knows if those are true. It's things that came out of his mouth on an online forum that I know was his account because he posted other things about Bountiful Baby on that forum. So unless it's someone posing as him, which I don't think it was. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. We're not supporting Bountiful Baby anymore. That's it. These are really big armholes for such little arms. This is going to be a bit of a big body. But, I mean, I can't with this body. Because, like, the legs, there's, no. So, we're going to use probably one of our last few Bountiful Baby bodies. My mom makes reborns, so she buys a lot of bodies. So that's probably why she still had this one. Now, okay. I don't have my little scissors, so we're going to have to just use the big ones. So, unfortunately, I do have to damage this body a little bit. I usually give them to my mom in case she wants to use them for something else, but we do have to kind of cut into, because it's sewn up. The hole that the zip tie went through is actually sewn up. I'm sorry you're not going to be able to get a good close look, but hopefully you get the gist of it. And sorry if my ugly mug comes into frame sometimes. I do try to limit the damage I do, because these are nice bodies. It's just that I am picky, and you know what? It's my doll. I'm allowed. I get comments, goodness. I get comments on the videos that are like, oh man, you're so picky. And it's like, yeah, on dolls that I paid $700, I've only paid $700 for one doll before. Not doing that again. I love that doll. It's going to stay in my collection forever. That's a lot of money, not doing that again. But, you know, they're on the video of my box opening where I opened the doll that I paid the most money I paid for, like, I mean, collectively I've probably spent, that's more than I spent on most of my whole collection, so, and they're like, oh, you're so picky. It's like, yeah, I paid a lot of money for that doll. I'm gonna be upset if things aren't exactly the way I like them. And it turned out, like, the only problem was the body, which I didn't pay $700 for the body. So, I'm not sure it was even $700, but it was a lot. And that was when I had money. We won't go there, but money sucks. Okay, so basically, here, let me tell you what I'm doing. So there's a zip tie. In case let me just start from scratch, just in case. There's a zip tie in here, and it's very tight against the body, because, like, the head can't even turn. Normally you leave it a little bit loose so that the heads and limbs can have a little bit of turning. See, it turns the cloth. So because it's so tight on there, I have to try to wedge something, and I just use tweezers. These are just my tweezers that I use on myself. Sorry, it's gross, but I don't have any others. I did, and I lost them in the black hole that is, you know, my bedroom. But they're really good for you just jam them under there, trying very careful not to cut the vinyl, because this is very soft vinyl. So I just try to wedge it under there, pull it up, and then I use these, which are nail clippers for my guinea pigs. I want to get another pair specifically for dolls, but as it is, I don't have them. So, these are the ones I use for my guinea pigs. And I'm sorry, I'm gross. What you gonna do? These are my dolls. I'm never selling them. It doesn't matter. I use them to cut zip ties on anything, because they're just very... If you need to cut zip ties safely without cutting your finger open like I have before, get nail clippers for, like, cats, rabbits, and guinea pigs. The dog ones tend to be a bit stronger and bigger, so I guess it depends on the size. But nail clippers. Animal nail clippers. Trust me. Save your life. Literally, I cut my finger open trying to cut a zip tie once. Because I lost these temporarily, and it was like, it'll be fine. Choop. Nope. Wasn't good. Wasn't good. It wasn't on a doll, thank goodness, or blood. No, I always use these for my dolls now, since I discovered. So basically, I just jam that under there. The shirt's going to be a little bit in the way, but it's going to protect her hair. And try to get... This is actually doing really well. Yeah, it's sticking up. So then I kind of... And then... Magic! Done. Head is off. Boop! Alright, let's... you know what? I'm going to just leave her head in there, because again, here, you can hold her. Alright, and then we're just going to do the same thing for the limbs, and then we're going to go ahead and attach the limbs to this body, and then we're going to stuff it. And this came with a string attachment. I don't know what you would call this, but it came with strings rather than zip ties. We're not going to use these. I am not capable of getting them tight enough, and honestly... I've got zip ties, it doesn't matter. So, yeah. So we're just gonna do that same thing. Get my scissors. Open up the little seam where they sewed it shut. If this is your first video, I'm sorry. It's gonna be really random with me talking, but I guess you could mute it and just watch me work. But, oh, that really opened up. I got it right on the seam. For the other one, I think I cut kind of in the wrong spot. Alright. Maybe after I'm done with this, I'll show you how I replaced the child's body. And you will not catch me calling it Baby Yoda. I hate Yoda, so I just hate Jedi, but that's a whole nother discourse. But I mean, basically they're the reason Anakin went to the dark side. This is working out very strangely. I'm not sure I like this. Oh, goodness. What is that sound? Oh, it's my laundry. Okay. Oh, I've got laundry going, and the laundry room is literally on the other side of that wall over there, so that would explain the strange sounds. I'm not usually in my room when laundry's going. Okay, I don't have enough hands is the problem I'm running to right now. Running into. Ow! Oh, the zip tie is sharp. That's why they sew it shut, because it's kind of sharp and unseemly. Oh, if I could just have enough hands. See, and someone's gonna be watching like, why don't you do this? It's like, well, if I've already posted this video, then this is already done, and sorry, but recommendations for the future. It's so funny, I get comments on videos that were like 4 years ago, and it's like, oh, you should do this. It's like, yeah, I don't even have the doll anymore, so... No, that's a lie. I still have most of my dolls. I've given away a few. If you checked Instagram, I posted about that a little bit. I mean, a few I just gave to my mom, and she still has them. Where did I just set the tweezers? Oh, okay. Goodness. These are my only hair. I need to not lose them. I've given my mom a few dolls. So my other vampire, like, I have Adrian. You can kind of see him over there. I have Adrian. He's currently my only vampire because I gave my mom my other vampire because I just never bonded with her. She's from Waking Dead Dolls, and great artist. I don't know. It's nothing against the doll itself. It's just that I didn't click with it, and for me, like, I'm not a collector. I think I poked my nail. Now it's gonna be uneven and bother me. I'm not a collector as in, like, oh, I want a cute doll to sit on my shelf. I like to hold them and name them and dress them up and, you know, get to know their personalities. And I know that might sound weird, but, like, that's just what I like to do. So... this is a process. And it's right in the armpit too, which makes it a little... Oh. I don't think that's gonna work, but we're gonna... Yeah. I didn't think that was gonna stay. So, yeah, my other vampire, the closed-eyed vampire that I'd posted before, I probably haven't posted her in a while, because she's just been on a shelf gathering dust. Ugh, I never even, like, changed her clothes. I put her in a onesie when I got her, and that was it. Didn't really touch her after that. My mom currently has her, and she's gonna see if my uncle wants her, because he likes Halloween dolls. My mom made a vampire doll and sold it to him, and it'd be kind of nice if she stayed in the family, because I do like her. Obviously, you know, if she goes to him, then it's out of my control, whatever he does with her. But, you know, I think he might like her. She hasn't asked yet, but... I mean, I guess if any of y'all want her, you know, you could let me know. She's a reborn, because, like, she was... The artist said, oh, she's not a reborn, but, I mean, she's a painted doll. It's what a reborn is, so whatever. But, what was I even going to say? Oh yeah, her body is the original doll's body, and it can't be replaced because the limbs are not zip-tied on, they're glued on. So that means that to replace her body, you would have to re-glue the arms. I actually got a cuddle body with the intent of just giving her that and getting rid of the arms. But I just never got the motivation. And now I gave the cuddle body... this is not going well. I gave the cuddle body to the child. Kind of. We'll get there. That was a process. Thank you, alarm. I'm not playing the game now. I set my alarm for 45... Actually, I accidentally set it, but I set my alarm for 45 minutes when I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and doing the Moonshiner thing, because it takes 48 minutes for my moonshine to be ready, so I just set the alarm to remind me. But I stopped playing to do this. That's not a good grip. That's not where I want it. Alright, you know what? We'll come back. Sometimes you just gotta call it quits and just do something else, right? One of my other strategies was I would get a string underneath and use that as leverage to pull it up, and I might do that because like I have the strings. I use these strings; they're good to do that. So that's what I might have to do there is kind of thread it under there, pull it up, and then do it. So we'll see. I mean, these limbs are very well. These are not gonna fall off. If you want a recommendation, Paradise Galleries, if you keep it on the original body, the limbs are never falling off. So, that's good, especially like if you're giving it to a child who might be a bit rough with it. Goodness, people make me angry. This is a rant video. I apologize. I'll try to put it in the title. Like, this is a rant video. People make me angry because they're like, oh, don't give children these dolls. It's like, okay, well, you're not their parent. You're not the one paying for it. Get over yourself. Like... Yeah. People make me so angry. Just, like, the parent is the one, or whoever gifts it to them, like, not necessarily a parent, but whoever gives them the doll is the one that's paying for it. So it's up to them whether they think that the investment is worth it, because, like, these are expensive dolls. But it's up to them to decide, like, is this child going to destroy the doll? If there is a risk of that, is that okay with the person paying for it? That it's not... just because they're collector's items does not mean that children cannot benefit from them. Oh, I got that really nicely under there, but I don't know if it's going to take... No, yeah, I knew it. So it just makes me really upset. Like, I remember watching this box opening once. This girl got an Ashton Drake doll, and she was, like, tossing it around, like, bleh. And people in the comments were like, oh, take that doll away from that. It's like, no, I think she paid for it with her own money. She's like, no. Wasn't even that good looking of a doll, honestly, because it was Ashton Drake, and I don't typically like Ashton Drake, but that's a whole nother thing. I'm just gonna make so many people angry. But you know what? I don't care. I have my opinions, and they're just opinions. I'm not trying to change anybody. I just wish people would be a bit nicer to children who, are getting into the hobby of these types of dolls. Because, then there's collectors like, man, she's probably pretty old now, but like Mariah's Reborns or whatever. And she got started really young. No one was saying to take her doll away. Anyways, here's the body. See, oh, goodness, like, it's got that, I hate that. You can feel the pellets right there at the back. They're in a pouch. Why would it even be in the back? Oh, I don't like the way that they do it, but, that's why I am glad that I have the ability to change them myself. Now, before we attach them, actually, we are going to stuff them. So I take out these little things. Ugh. I may put them back. I'm probably not going to put them back in. Because... Alright, I guess I need to decide... Do I want them... Maybe this body is going to be a bit big. You know what? I'm going to mock up the body first. Just to see. Oh, that's so... I don't know. That is one of the benefits of having the strings, though, is that I can just, like... Here, we'll go ahead and tie a knot. Still recording? Yeah. Man, I hope I don't have to edit anything out of this. This is going to be a nightmare. Alright. I do like having the strings to be able to do this. Because it is very nice to be able to just mock up the body and not worry about having to cut a zip tie. Yeah, that's gonna... Oh! Okay. This is gonna be a look. But the good thing is, we can replace it later. I love that about these dolls, is that everything's mutable, you know? You know what, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just see. I want to see what it looks like. Yeah, the butt's gonna look a little weird. Stay on. Actually, okay. I think it's gonna look fine. You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna say it's gonna look fine. Alright. And again, everything's mutable. I love that. I love that I can just get a doll and within 10 minutes have it on a new body if I have one ready. Which I normally do because, again, like, my mom makes dolls, so she generally has some, and I usually have a few. I am gonna, like, not keep... Let me put it all in here. Oh, I don't have tweezers. Oh no. How am I gonna weight the legs if I can't get all the stuffing out? I lost my good tweezers. Oh, I have a stick. Where'd my stick go? Oh, it's right here. I can kind of use this. Generally use this to get this, put the stuffing in, and use it to get it out. This is all stuff I plan to edit, or to not film, and then, but, I want weight in the legs. Maybe I don't want weight in the legs. I don't know. Sounds like work. Did I put weight in your legs? I did. Well, then how did I get it out? Anyways, while I'm doing this, I was talking about the dolls that I gave away. Yeah, the vampire one, so either gonna sell it or sell it to my uncle. Preferably my uncle, but I don't know. I had a full body doll that I bought from someone on Instagram. That is not gonna work. Arms I'm gonna leave. I might actually stuff them a bit. No, you know what, they're fine. So I had a full body doll that I bought from someone on Instagram. That was another one that I kind of got and then never did anything with. I liked that she could wear some of the outfits that no one else could wear because she was full body. But also because she was full body, I couldn't, like, cuddle with her. And so my mom has her right now. I think she's planning on repainting her because it's a rare kit, and I think she really wants to do that. I actually sold her to my mom, so I gave her to my mom and she bought me a Nintendo Switch because it was like a $300 doll. Well, actually, I think the doll was $200, but then I gave her some other dolls too. I gave her two that I painted, the Elf kit and Byron, which is from, well, actually both of them are from Bountiful Baby. So Byron and the Elf kit from Bountiful Baby I painted, and I gave them to my mom, and So she's gonna do... Oh! I think I got everything out. This one still has some. So those are another 2 that I no longer have. I haven't talked about it on my YouTube channel, but I did mention it before. On Instagram is the Werepup Robbie. I also gave to my mom. I actually traded that for her to pay for some rats that I wanted. There was someone selling 31 rats on Craigslist for $130. And, Robbie's worth $140. So I told my mom, hey, you buy me these rats. You can have Robbie and do whatever you want, because I don't ever want to see his face again. I don't ever want to think about Werepups again, and yet here I am. And if you want to know why, it's that basically I waited 4 years to get a Were. Not gonna cry. I wanted to get a Werepup as a memorial for a lost pet. I waited 4 years to get it. I never got it. I finally said, okay, a refund's going to be difficult because I no longer have that PayPal account because I was a minor when I made it. I wasn't a minor when I ordered the pup, but I was when my dad made me that PayPal account, and they had some rules about that, so I lost that PayPal account. So a refund was, not realistic. Or too hard. I didn't think that it was going to be something they would want to do. So I told them, hey, I paid $150 for a pocket pup. The Robbie kit is $140. Send me that, and we'll call it even. This was after 4 years of back and forth, except mostly fourth, I guess, of me saying, hey, what's the timeline? And them saying absolutely nothing. They said, oh, well, our emails were... I was messaging them through Facebook, and they replied, they just didn't give me an answer, so no, that doesn't fly. Anyways, Werepup sucks, don't support them. I'm gonna just outright say that. People got their Werepups that were full-sized Werepups before I got mine. People got theirs within a year, and I was still waiting 4 years for mine. So, that sucked. This is not coming out. Okay, well, we're going to call that a lost cause. And we're just going to go ahead and put the pellets in. Oh, there's the other zip ties. Hopefully I have enough for all of this. These are just little, pellets. Those pellets. I'm not going to put too many in the legs. I just want to, fill up the feet. Some's going to go everywhere. I have a ton on my floor right now. I keep stepping on them. From when I did the child. Anyways, I'm not going to say don't support Bountiful Baby because of questionable things they might be doing, because, again, there's no proof of that. And as far as I can tell, they run their business very well. When you order stuff, you get it. That's great. Werepups, don't do business with them. You have a large chance of just losing out. And if you need receipts, I can show you all the communication between me and them of, when 2014, things got delayed for reasonable reasons. Their house burned down, the husband was in a car accident, these pellets are going everywhere. And, that was fine. Obviously, I wasn't gonna begrudge them that. So a few months later, I wasn't gonna message them, right when that was happening, because it's more important things than that. But months later, it seemed like she was getting back into the swing of things, and I said, what's the timeline? She said, oh, well, it got delayed 3 months. I ordered it, I think March 2014, and I think I was expecting it, May 2015. And nothing actually got resolved until... It wasn't 2019. It would have been 2018. So, yeah. Anyways, these timelines are not necessarily exact. Don't do not quote me on these timelines, because, like, it's been a little bit since I looked through those emails, because I just generally don't want to think about it. But all that to say, if you saw that I had a Robbie kit on Instagram, I do not have it. My mom has it. If you're interested in buying it blank, you can let me know. If you're interested, my mom's not going to do a custom with it, but if you are interested in buying it painted, you know, you can let me know. I know that she's not selling those anymore right now, so I guess it's one of the few blank kits still out there. But my recommendation, I mean, I'm not saying don't buy it for my mom, but my recommendation is if you want the blank kit in general, go with a Lucian instead. Don't support Asia Erickson or whatever her name is. Don't support Wear Pups. Because they will just steal your money. I'm not saying that it's done maliciously, but they're not reliable. That's the long and short of it, is they're not reliable. And it really broke my heart. Oh, I didn't even get to the worst part. So when I was in contact with them about them shipping the kit instead, I got an email saying that my silicone pocket pup was done, and they were just waiting for an address for that. And I was like, well, okay, if I had known that oh my goodness, it makes me so angry. If I had known that it was going to be done, like, as soon as that, I would have just taken that instead of this stupid blank kit, because I wanted that pocket pup. But no, because I had said, oh, well, you know, since there's no news about that, then I'm just gonna do the Robbie kit. But no, someone else has this pocket pup. They ended up selling it, I guess. I don't know. I have no confirmation that they actually made it. It's just, it was confusing. But if it was actually done, that means that someone else now has this thing that I ordered after my first rat died, and I ordered it. I was going to name it after him, and it was going to be a memorial kind of to him, because it was my first rat to ever die. So, yeah. Crying on camera, that's great. Anyways. This is way too much stuffing, but I'm just going to stuff a little bit and then take the rest off. I'm not overstuffing these, don't worry. So, rant video, fun times. All that to say, I don't have a Robbie kit, I don't have the other vampire, I don't have the two that I painted, the Byron and the Elf. I don't have the full-bodied one. I still have Lilac, our first human reborn. I don't really do much with her. But I have her. Oh, goodness. I don't like that. Okay, hold on. That's not right. Okay. Yeah. The pellets didn't go to the bottom because of the fluff that's already in there. And that's upsetting to me. Sorry. I know this is boring. That fluff, though. That's not long enough. If I had my other tweezers, you know, I might just have to deal with it. And, yeah, okay. We're just gonna deal with it. Alright. Sorry. Anyways, I'm expecting a new doll. My two-headed demon baby. By Crimson Moon Demon Babies, I believe. Sorry, I said that slowly because I was trying to remember exactly, because I just discovered it when I went to order that doll. And apparently, that's Adrian's artist. Okay, pellets went flying when I did that. That has to be the person that did Adrian, because her style looks like Adrian. Like, I found a doll that, if not for it being slightly the wrong skin tone, could have been Adrian. I did not find Adrian on her collection of pictures. Unfortunately, I really hope to. Scrolled back 10 years through her Facebook page, could not find one that I was certain was Adrian. I found a few that looked similar, but some of them had horns, wrong color eyes. But then again, you know, his eyes could have been replaced by somebody. Wrong color fingernails. His are red. Those tended to be black. I guess that could have been repainted. His hands aren't as well painted as his face, so it's possible that those aren't his original hands or original paint job. My mom keeps offering to medium the hands for me because they're very shiny. And I don't want to do anything to him. Like, he's perfect. And I don't really look at his hands anyways. It's mainly his face. Sorry, this process is being so long. Anyways. So yeah, I'm expecting a two-headed demon children. It's like, it's one doll because it's like, it's one thing. But it's two children, so it's very confusing of how to talk about it. Yeah, that is going to be a little annoying, but, you know, again, everything's mutable. I am not going to do anything except maybe stuff the arms a little bit more. Might as well use the fluff that it came with. It's not really that bad. Just to, you know, give it a little bit more stiffness. Not too much. I used to be very careful about it being the exact same weight. I have a scale, and I would use that, but I've gotten lazy. And that's fine, because this is for fun, and if it's stressful, then it's not fun, so don't do it. So I'm not going to make it stressful. Okay, we can put that aside. And now we're going to attach the limbs. That did not add much weight, but that's because I didn't use glass beads. I call it, just for the record, I call it sand. It's not sand because sand is not good for reborns. But I use the long ones. It doesn't really matter. The sand is not good because it absorbs moisture and therefore could mold. Glass beads are glass and therefore will not absorb moisture, but it's easier for me to call it sand. So if you hear me saying, oh, I'm putting sand in the doll, it's not sand. I promise you, it's not. It's just me being silly. Okay? Okay. Great. Glad we clarified. Goodness. Glad we clarified. My laundry machine, or dryer, is being very loud against my wall. And it keeps freaking me out, because I keep forgetting, and then I think someone else is in the house, and then that's freaky. Anxiety. So, if you're still watching, I am amazed by your patience and willingness to listen to me rant. Thank you for listening. Sorry, my back's starting to hurt because I'm standing. I need a chair in here. Goodness. Alright, let's make sure this is the front chest. This leg goes here. So you have to attach, for full-limbed bodies, you have to attach the limbs before you can start stuffing them. Now let's be very careful not to tighten it overly much. I did that on when I was doing the child, and I was like, well, now the limbs aren't going to turn. It's a fine line between too much and too little, because too little, it's going to slide. Oh. Well, we'll leave it at that for now. That might be a bit too tight, but with my handy-dandy clippers, I can undo it, and because of the way these bodies are made, it shouldn't damage the body. Or the kit, so. That is a weird angle. Any chance we can turn that around? These this kit is just so rubbery that the legs don't really want to turn in the cloth. But they still can be, so that's good. It just takes a lot of force. But that's fine. Figure it out. I'm going to leave the string on the neck so that I can test the head out before I attach it. Yeah. Pro tip, always double check the direction that you're going because you don't want to put these on backwards. And sometimes they want to bend. It can't go this way, but this is the way that it wants to go. So you have to be careful and double check that. Sorry, this is not a good tutorial for first time body changers, but you know, just for the record, just my opinion, this is a good knowledge to have. I'm not saying my video is the best one to watch. There's tons more out there about putting a reborn on a body or, you know, changing bodies for dolls. But I think if you're going to collect dolls that have this type of body, you really need to know, in my opinion, just my opinion, how they're put together and therefore how to take them apart, put them back together the way they were, or take them apart and put them on a brand new body. I think that's very important knowledge to have, so that, like, if something were to happen, that you can do that. I just remember watching a video from a reborn collector way back when, and it was like a major reborn collector too. Like, she had lots of subscribers and stuff. And she got this painted kit and a body not put together, and she was like, I've never put one together before. And she's had reborns forever. And she did not... I mean, different people like different styles. Like, my mom likes for them to not have any weight in them. She likes for them to be completely light. I like for them to have a little weight in them, because I like to have them to have some weight, I guess. I don't know. Don't ask me to explain my logic. I just like it. And that's, you know, all of us have our different opinions. But the way that she stuffed it just... it wasn't... It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to judge. But I just feel like if she had better knowledge of how to... if more experience or anything, she might have done it differently. But I don't know, maybe she likes dolls with absolutely no weight to them, and that's fine too. You can do what you like. I've done a few dolls with no weight to them, and it makes them a lot softer and squishier. You know, and like if it's for a child or an older person who really shouldn't be lifting too much weight, then, you know, that's great too. I like for mine to have... I mean, I've never really held a baby, so I don't know if saying that mine are realistic feeling is a good thing to say. I've never held... I can't say never, but I have rarely held a real baby, and I have no desire to. But, you know, humans have mass. They aren't just floof inside. So I just kind of like to have a little bit of weight. And again, like, it's everybody's own opinion of what they want. I think when my mom sells them, she doesn't weight them at all. She might. I've weighted a few for her, because she really likes the way I do it. It's just that for her own preferences, she likes them to not have much, if any, weight. And that's fine. For me, I guess maybe it's kind of because I'm autistic, and a lot of autistic people like get weighted blankets and stuff for anxiety relief too, I guess. So maybe that's it for me. I don't know. Don't ask me to explain my brain. Alright, where'd the baggie go? There it is. Alright, now, I think this is a fine size. Like, it's a little long. Kind of, but Connie's kind of long too, so this is not overly big. I think it's still going to fit preemie and newborn, depending. So, sorry, I'm just thinking about my attack plan. And also I kind of want this to be what I mainly teach, should anyone be here to learn. Because the rest of this is like fairly straightforward. I'll go ahead and just tell you in case. I filled up, ideally, I would fill up the pellets to about the knee to give the feet a little bit of weight so that when they're hanging, like the center of weight is in the feet, so it kind of acts more like the feet are moving. Again, I've never really held a baby. Not in my adult life. And it's been a long time. But, you know, that's just kind of how I like it. And again, it's whatever for anyone. But I like for the legs to just have a little bit of movement. That's why I like Adrian so much, because he only has one quarter feet, so his feet is all that's there, and they're very heavily weighted, so his feet just really swing around really nicely, and I really like that. So that's what I kind of try to do for the legs. The hands, you could weight them. I have, and it's just a matter of opinion. Of what do you want them to be able to be posable, or do you want them to have more realistic movement on their own? That's really the question you have to ask yourself. And if you want them to have realistic movement on their own, a little bit of weight goes a long way. If you want them to be more posable, no weight. A little stuffing, and which adds a little bit of weight, but a little stuffing to make sure that they're not overly like collapsible. But aside from that, I generally don't put weight in the arms anymore. And again, I think Connie, you know what? Connie, I thought was my best weighting job. Yeah, she has weight in her arms. So let's put this aside. So this is Connie. She's by In Love with Reborns 2011. I did not get her from them. I say them because it's wives that do. I think that it was the actual. I don't know their names. I'm sorry. Something Ortiz. Stephanie. I think this was by Stephanie. I'm fairly certain. I know the other one has a channel too, but anyways, I'm losing my train of thought. I did not get them from her. I got Connie from someone like second or third hand. But anyways, Connie has glass beads in her hands and her legs, actually pretty full up. And because of that, you can see, sorry, I'm going to toss her around a little bit so you can kind of, oh yeah, see the arm? It moves on its own, and her whole body, like she is very heavy. I weighted her very thoroughly. Her whole body has a lot of weight. So, like her head. So, like, if you want realistic movement on its own, this is the type of stuffing you want. You want a lot of weight in the butt, a lot of weight in the head, a lot of weight in the legs, and at least a little bit in the arms. And that, I think, gives you the most realistic of any style of stuffing them. Now, I think I understuffed her chest, but that also gives her more floppiness. Sorry, I know this looks violent. She's a doll. It's okay, and I love her. She's actually one of my favorites to cuddle because of this, but she is so heavy. I don't know how much real babies weigh, but maybe this is realistic. I don't know. I just know that she is very floppy and moves on her own, but also it means, like, you can't pose her very easily. Her arms are going to go where they're going to go, which, more realistic, because obviously a baby's arm is not going to stay where you put it. But it does, you know, it depends on what you want. And then there's ones like, oh goodness, you're a little heavy too. Ones like this one where, you know what, the arms are weighted. Yeah, the arms are weighted. Never mind. I was going to say that they aren't. But, anyways. Maybe I shouldn't have weighted them. Anyways, okay. Here we are. All that to say, I didn't weight these arms because I kind of want this one to be more posable, and also it would be with this how little I weighted the legs. And generally I recommend weighting with the glass beads. I only have this right now, and also I hate working with glass beads. But you can always replace it. That's the beauty of this. Okay, so how many are there? My mom just brought these over, so. These are hosieries. I don't really know but these are ones that would just like go partially up the leg, not all the way, which are what I prefer. That way you don't have to cut them. So I was just checking to make sure that that one does not have a hole in it. I'm only going to need 2. That one looks like it's been cut, so. Alright, so we'll use these 2. And then we'll cut them to size once we have the beads in. This one has been cut, the way I'm going to cut those. Oh, yeah, that's been used. It has glass beads. So yeah, the reason this would have glass beads is because I didn't cut it. I used it like this. And then I put them in, and then I cut it to size once it was tied up. But that means we can just tie the end of this and use it again. And like I'm going to do with the rest of those, because I was out of hose. Alright, where's my... It's over there, so I'll just leave this here. Okay, now, this is the part I always seem to change my mind about. So I've got some softer stuffing. Not as soft as some stuff that I'd found before. Tiny neck hole. Great, lovely. At least it has full arms, though, so it doesn't have the joints poking me. I got cut open by a joint once. Ugh. Not fun. Alright, I don't want this to be too heavy, but that's why. Okay. So here's my strategy for this. This is a neck ring from Bountiful Baby, probably, that you put on, like, you're supposed to put it on the... Oh, that's taped up. I'll have to deal with that. You're supposed to, like, put it on the base of the neck, and it helps it turn. I don't do that because I'm lazy. But I actually use these to hold open the hosiery. Sorry, I always say that because of Boy Meets World. My hosiery is bunching. Anyways. So it holds that up open. It's a nice little hole. And then you can just... I think I have a scoop, but we'll just... And then it holds it open, so you just have to put it in there. And it's just so nice. And so I've been doing this for the past 5 years or more, since I started putting reborns together. Because I was like, oh. You know, that's just some of the little tricks you learn when you do it so many times. You learn different ways. And I'm sure other people have different ways of doing different things, and that's great. But yeah, I'm just of the opinion that everyone who keeps dolls as a hobby really needs to at least have a basic idea of how to put them apart. Take them apart, put them back together, or redo them completely. Because, you know, things can happen to the bodies. They can get damaged. You could just not like it. Or maybe you're going to get one that wasn't put together. Maybe it fell apart in shipping. Maybe the person who put it together originally didn't do a good job. You never know. And hell's going everywhere. And you don't want to have to send it to someone else and pay money. You don't want to have to pay shipping to send it to someone just to put some zip ties on it. Because it is not that hard. You saw me do it. The hardest part was taking it apart. And that's just because this is a Paradise Galleries doll, and they do put them together very nicely. Most people who do reborns do not put them together as tightly, for the reason that I said of, like, they want the legs to be able to move a little bit. It depends on whether it's a full-limbed or not, though, because the ones that are not full-limbed, generally you do tighten it as much as possible, because it has a joint. These do not have joints, and therefore the joint is the limb. So, you know, there's that. But generally, it's going to be easier to take apart a reborn than a Paradise Galleries doll. I'm just trying to make this a good little ball. Get it all kind of in a circle that's going to fit right there. I think I'm going to go ahead and put it in. So another reason I have this is so that I can kind of twist it up and make sure that it doesn't, no pellets fall out while I'm doing this. This is a small neck hole, so I need to make sure, like, this body has butt cheeks, for lack of a better term, buttocks, I guess. So I'm going to have to make sure that those are nicely filled. I am going to be putting a diaper on it. So generally, my pet peeve is when you feel the pellets when you're holding them. But if it's low enough and you keep a diaper on it, then it should, in general, be fine. But still, I like to make sure, you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just feeling and, like, stuffing, making sure. So, like, I feel the pellets right here, which means I need some stuffing there. So I just kind of glide it in like a sheet, you know? Kind of compact it where it needs to be, like the butt cheek, and I feel the pellets right there. Maybe in the description I'll put a timestamp to here, because I think this is the part that a lot of people maybe don't know how to do. So I'm just kind of stuffing it in, and now, on the back at least, I do not feel any pellets. I do over here though, so I'm going to add some more there. I do have a tendency to overstuff, and, you know, it's because I don't like them collapsing. Because you put the head on, and then, oh yeah, we're going to weight the head. Let's not forget that. Maybe I'm not going to weight the head, because she does have hair. Maybe this is one that I kind of, you know what? I'm not going to weight the head. I'm going to stuff it, but I don't think I'm going to weight it. Did I weight yours? Hold on. I did, but she also does not have any hair, so it's made it, where, like, it's fine that her head's floppy. She doesn't have hair. She's a baby, so she's not meant to sit up. This one has a very long hair, so, you know, at this point I would imagine she would be able to hold her head up. Alright, I think... Alright, I got the pellets right the first time. Sometimes I'll leave that in there so I can pour them in directly into it, and it helps fill it out better. I didn't do that this time because... I got it right. So, I'm just going to tie this off. If I can figure out how to tie a freaking knot. Okay. There we go. Now, I only tie it once. Leave it a little loose. I only tie it once because... Where did I put the other one? Oh, it's there. Okay. Goodness. Oh, I'm not going to need that because I'm not stuffing the head. I'm not weighting the head. I only tie it once so that it's easy to untie, so that, you know, in the future, whoever, which will probably be me because I don't sell my dolls generally, whoever opens it up can easily just untie it and reuse this or add some more weight or whatever they want to do, which will usually be me. So I try to make it easier on myself in the future. Okay. Alright, I filled some pellets there, so I'm not sure I need to add any more. I need to just kind of redistribute because it's very well stuffed right now, and I don't think I want to stuff the belly any more than it already is. I just need to move some of the stuffing in. So you kind of just, like, I'm just doing this. Like, I'm just easily just kind of, I don't know, directing it where I want it. I'm not like harshly doing anything or like going, go there. I'm just kind of sliding it because it moves with your fingers. Oh, that looks so good. Oh my goodness. She's going to be such a good one to just sit up, and which is good because she has hair. We don't need this anymore. Alright, so now the most important thing is to stuff her neck and shoulders enough that when her head's on there, it's not going to just go and then she's not going to have a neck. So, that's that. Maybe I'll just make this the video. I have, for like Connie, I do what I call a spine and make the pellet bag go all the way up the back. Obviously, I try to make it where you can't feel the pellets themselves, but then that makes them very floppy and kind of makes them move a bit more realistically through their whole body. This is too small for that. Connie is very long-bodied, so it worked well for her. I think I've done that for larger dolls that my mom's painted, but, yeah, the most important thing now, oh, that's going to sit up so nicely. Her legs aren't really going to have that much floppiness, because like I said, the texture of her, I'm just going to finish this off, I'm going to need more fluff. This is going to be too much, but I'll take it out. The texture of her skin is not going to allow for much turning. Now, if I got one of, if I got one of these, I could maybe put it on there if it was the right size, and that would work. Is that the one I just had? Because I feel like that's not the one I just had. Looks smaller. Oh, okay. Losing my mind. Actually, I think I am going to use all of this. Alrighty. Nifty. I think that's enough. I think with the zip tie giving support, that's a good size. Okay, am I wrong? I think that's a good size. Man, this skin, everything's going to stick to it, but that's fine. I'm going to put pants, socks, and everything. It's going to be fine. Alright, so now we grab the head. I am going to redo the stuffing of the head, but for now, I do want to just test it out. Did I take the... I didn't take the strings out. They just got stuffed in. Man, it keeps sounding like someone's in my house and it's the laundry machine. Alrighty. Alrighty. There she is, safe and sound. The head is a little small. But I think it's gonna be fine. So I'm just, like I said earlier, I left the strings so that I could do this and kind of test it out and make sure like the neck isn't going to collapse, make sure I stuffed it well enough. And also I am going to redo the stuffing of the head if I remember. I'm feeling like I'm going to forget. Oh goodness, this is going to be a hard one without two people. Generally, like, I'll have my mom hold the head in place and I'll tighten it in the right spot, but it's just me. Okay, well, okay, that's not going to sink in, so I think we're good, and also the size looks good, the stuffing looks good. I'm very pleased with this. It was a long road, and, like, look at this. It's weird. I've never seen that before. Generally, they have the same thing. They have, like, this type of thing on it, like it did in the limbs, but for this one, it's, oh goodness, it's sticky. Oh, it's sticky. Okay, we're gonna... Okay. I'm not today. My hand... Now my fingers are sticky. Ew. Ew. Hold on. Ew. Okay. Got it off. Gross. Alright, put a zip tie in, and then we're just gonna zip tie that closed. Like, she has hair in there. I'm not gonna be squeezing her head. It's fine. I don't want weight in her head anyways. Good thing I decided that, because I'd be really disappointed at this point. Oh, okay. Pro tip. You see this seam? Took me a long time to learn why sometimes it would go through seams easily and sometimes it wouldn't. And it's because of the direction. So this one you can feel, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's, there, I don't know how to explain why, but there's stuff on this side of the seam and not on this side, not as much at least. So that means you want your zip tie to go through this side to the side that has stuff, because it's going to get caught. Oh, that's it. There's folds in there, and it'll get caught in those folds, and I'm not saying you can't get it through there, but it'll be a lot harder. There's not any folds here. It's still going to catch on the seam, but there's not going to be any, like, false hole to go through, okay? Which means, so first, check the direction. Sorry, I'm really close to the camera now, but check the direction that you want to put it in. Thankfully, this zip tie wants to go the proper way, because like I said, they don't always want to go. So, you know, it's sticking out there, which means it's going to go that way. Which means, so it's going to go that way. We want it to go through the hole this way, so we want to stick it through going this direction. And I know that might be a little confusing, and I apologize, but trust me, like, this is the most important part. Like, the stuffing and everything is all personal preference. This is something that will save your life if you understand what I'm getting at. It's got a weird seam right here, but it's fine. So, you know, it's things like that that could really trip someone up if they don't have experience. Now, a lot of bodies come pre-zip tied. But what if, like, you have to redo it or anything? Like, you need to know this. So see, the zip tie is now here. Actually, no, it just went through. It's already through. Never mind. See, that's how easy it is. But if I had gone the other way, it could have easily gotten hooked on the false flabs there. And it, again, not impossible, but not worth trying, honestly. So, see, I didn't even realize it went through, and it did, and it's out the other side. And we're done. And now all we have to do is attach the head, and then this is done, and then I can sit down, because my back hurts. How long have I even been? An hour and 10 minutes. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and get it started without the head there. Because the head has a very small thing, so we've got some room to do it. And then press that in. And it's harder with hair, and it's harder without an extra hand. But I just do that, and oh, okay, we're almost there. Almost, sorry, I know I'm in the way, but oh, okay, a little bit more, because that's going to pop right off. Okay, we're good. We're done. Done. Oh, that leg is gonna... No, I think it's fine. It's just a little bendy. The arm is gonna, though. So now I go through and I tighten any zip ties, test them out, kind of put some pressure on them. Oh, and see, now the limbs turn better because it's stuffed, so the cloth doesn't have as much give. The limbs turn... They're not gonna move on their own because they're not slippery enough. But, alright. But you can pose them. That one actually looks perfect, so, nope. That's gonna pop right off. Oh goodness, I tightened that one a little much, but it's fine. I'm gonna... Okay. Head is perfect. Okay, so then, you can file down the zip ties. I use my little zip tie cutter. Actually, alright, I'm afraid because of how flexible this kit is, it's got to be really tight to be able to... Because I don't want those popping off, but I also still want to be able to bend it, so, you know, but I can always put them back on. It is not, I mean, you saw me put them on. That's the easy part, right? Oh, neck. There we go. I also like these because it's less likely to cut the hair. So that's very nice. It's less likely to cut anything except for the zip tie. So that makes it very nice. Okay. Now, put the diaper back on. And if you're going to insult the way I put a diaper on, you can just save it. It's not a real baby. That's backwards, I think. No? No, it's the thing. Not a real baby. Doesn't matter. You know what? I'm not going to put a diaper on it. It looks fine without it. And I want her to sit up, and the diaper is kind of restricting on the legs. And I prefer the diapers for the more floppy babies. So, anyways. Alrighty. How did I do this before? Goodness. So let's see how she looks with this on. She looks like she's still about the same size, but a narrower body, which is good. I mean, where did I put it? Where did I put that body? Oh, it's literally right here. Okay, well, before we put the clothes on, you can see, like, this one's longer and thinner, and this one's wider. So the thing that really, aside from, you know, the limbs not being able to turn and everything, the thing that really bugs me about the Paradise Gallery's bodies is that typical babies' clothes do not fit them because they are not really a typical size. So that's why I prefer these bodies, because they fit newborn or preemie, and these bodies are kind of too short for newborn and too wide for preemie. Too wide for newborn, honestly. Things just don't fit them well. And I like to put, oh, your socks. Where'd I put the socks? Right here. I like to put socks on underneath sleepers, just because it feels better when I'm holding them. So that was me redoing the body of Cable Knit Cutie and ranting for an hour and 10 minutes. I hope that, you know, you found some sort of nugget of wisdom in here. You know, like don't buy a werepup, because you will get scammed. Yes, that's a harsh word. You'll be given the runaround for 4 years until you just break down and cry. Okay, well now she's a little bit long for this, but actually I think it's going to be just fine. So, I know I want to put clothes on, other clothes on her, but this is what I have. Like she's literally sitting on a box full of clothes, but I need to sort through it and figure out what's the proper size, and I don't want to spend an hour digging through there and dressing her up. Now, if y'all want to see videos of me changing my doll's clothes, like every week or so, let me know, because I do have a big box of clothes, most of which some of the dolls have never even worn. I need a hat, though. I wonder if I can find a hat. So most of my dolls haven't even worn these clothes. It would be fun to kind of go through them and dress them up. Maybe I'd do live streams and then y'all could choose the clothes. I don't know that I have enough followers for that. I'm going to wash all this. I'm going to toss all this in the washing machine because it's kind of just been sitting here forever. I know I had a hat. Where did the hat go? Oh! Don't need a hat. Oh, I have a comb. So if you want to see, you know, just some changing videos, some chat videos, her hair is so curly. Oh, I really want to get pumpkin spice. We bought one for my grandma, and I'm in love, and I want her so badly. She's so cute. But for now, just got Cable Knit Cute. Okay, if I was better with hair. I am not used to having a doll with hair. Adrian's my only one with a wig, and my one with rooted hair doesn't really have very much hair, so, you know, I'm not really used to having to work around hair. Okay, whatever. It's fine. There we go. Oh, sun's coming in. Look at that. You know what? Let me get all of my Paradise Galleries dolls that I have here in the frame. Ugh. Okay. So we've got Aiden, Regina, and the new one, who does not have a name but is freshly born, even though I got her nearly a year ago. Aw, I think they look cute. Oh, and there's Riley. And then the child and Adrian. So these are my Paradise Galleries dolls. I have others, technically, but they are with my grandma, because she loved them, and I was like, well, take them. And she also has a Hoot Hoot. So, yeah, those are my Paradise Galleries dolls. Now, I would like to show you, if you will indulge me, my child, the child, who does not have a name as of this moment. I just lifted them up by the ear. So, this is the child on a brand new body, because that's the body they came on, and oh my goodness, it's so bad. It's so big. I mean, I put them on a pretty big body. Now, what I did, actually, is I put them on a cuddle body, and I just cut open the arms and zip tied them to that. It doesn't look pretty. You can see the flabs of flesh, but it works. Look at that. Now, what I actually did is I had a 22-inch cuddle body that I was going to give to my other vampire doll, because again, the limbs could not be cut off of the body. They were glued on. So I was just going to say, rip to the limbs. But I'm different, no. Sorry. Just get rid of the limbs and just put it on a cuddle body and just have the head. I did not end up doing that, because that was a lot of work for a doll that I just wasn't that attached to anyways. So I had the 22-inch body, and then we got the child, and it was like, oh, well, it's an 11-inch doll, so we need to put it on a really small body. So we ordered a very tiny body. This is the body we ordered for it. Little small. The head was not going to go in there, but I had the 22-inch body, and it looked really good with the head, but the arms were really long, and I can actually show you the arms and stuff. Well, here's a leg. I mean, look at that leg. That's a very, very long leg. And I think this is an arm. Yeah, this is an arm. It's a very long leg and arm. And very wide. Because, like, these hands are very, very small. So to cut that off, it would be kind of poofy. So, I took the limbs from this body and put it on the body that goes with this, the 22-inch. So it has a 22-inch body, and the bag for that is somewhere. 14-inch limbs. Yeah, and then you have the child, and it's very floppy. I put weight in the bottom of the feet. I didn't weight the hands, but they're kind of heavy because they're very thick. I didn't weight the head at all because it's such a thick vinyl. Like, it doesn't need any weight. And also, it's just not going to be floppy anyways. So, anyways. So there's that. Oh, you know what? While we're updating on things, come here. Oh, it's a big one. All right, so we've got Adrian. Oh, can you sit up? You can sitting up. Look at the camera. There, look at you. Oh, I love my boy. I love him so much. He's so cute. Sorry, I've had him for like nearly 3 years now, and I just love him so much. Look at my boy. Anyway, so this is Adrian. His box opening is on this channel. So, hold on. So you might notice his hair is different because I removed his wig. I still have it. I still have his original wig. I'm not gonna get rid of it or anything because it's kind of nice, and you know, it was part of him. So I still have that. Maybe I'll put that in your clothes box too. I need to take the other wigs too. So I got a wig. I got 3 wigs actually. Where's the other one? Oh, right, I didn't. Okay, we got 3 wigs. One of them didn't fit. And this was the other. It is not glued on, so I'm able to switch between them if I wanted. So, but look at him. I love my vampire child. Look at him. Hi. I love, okay. I love him. Maybe you can tell that I love him. He is, no offense to anyone else, he is my favorite doll in my entire collection. Ever. Period. Like, this is my son. This is my son. And I love him. And I'm so glad that he has a wig that requires less maintenance than his hair. It's synthetic. I think his original hair is mohair, and it's very hard to deal with. The person who had him before me worked really hard to get it to look decent. I'm not good at working that hard, so and I always keep a hat on him, you know? I just think he looks good with a hat. But I love this doll. And I'm grateful to the person who had him before me that worked so hard on him, replacing his body, weighting him. She did an amazing job, and I have... Now, okay, this is the biggest compliment I can pay anyone, and after what you just saw, you should understand. I have not touched his body. Let that sink in, is I have not even been tempted to open up his body and change the weight or replace it or anything at all, period, because he is very, very well weighted. His legs are so nice and floppy. Like, he has 1/4 limbs, and I love that about him. It limits the things he can wear. I don't care. I love carrying him around. I love holding him. I love him sitting in my lap. I love this doll. He is pure perfection, and I'm so excited to be getting another doll by the artist, because I love this style. It's so wild, because like he's got eyeliner and black lipstick, and I love it. Because I'm not really for the whole realistic thing. I don't want realistic, honestly. I want cute, or fun, or full of personality, and that is Adrian. I mentioned his name, right? Adrian. Adrian is perfect. So, again, I have not touched his body. I've not done anything to change his body. The only thing I've done to change him at all is I have replaced his wig, because that was starting to get a little on my nerves. I just don't... I wanted to go with brown hair when I replaced it, because I kind of liked the color, but I couldn't find the right shade. So we went with black, and it's, again, not glued on. Oh goodness, you look so bad without it. Oh no. He's still got some adhesive on his head. Anyways. I just wanted to show what he looked like without it. Oh yeah, his ear is still broken. I think I know where the ear is. I hate to admit to this. I think I might have lost it. But the reason is, I don't care. I just honestly don't care. I keep a... That doesn't look right. I keep a hat on him at all times, just because I love the way he looks with a hat. Try to do this. I guess I could try the other wig. I just love the way he looks with a hat. I worked so hard to get this on, and then I just pulled it off. I love the way he looks with a hat, so I don't really care about his ear. I didn't get him because of his ears. I got him because I looked at his little face and was like, oh my goodness. I needed him. I needed him. And I'm so glad I got him. And now his wig is just gonna not be on. And that's lovely. That's great. I'm so glad I did that. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, goodness. Mistakes were made. Anyways, but, you know, because it's not glued on... Because... Okay, hold on. Because it's not glued on, I can put any wig I want on him. And, like, obviously they're not going to be super secure. But it means that I can go with whatever look I want. So, you know, if anyone has a recommendation of a wig to put on him, you know, go for it. That could be part of his outfit change, is just change his wig. Because, like, I know he's... What in the world is going on with the wig? Oh, great. I might have to get my mom to do it. She's better at that. Okay. Alright, there we go. Anyways, if anyone has a... Nope. Okay. It's fine. Well, it's not going to look right without the hat on it anyways. If anyone has any suggestions of wigs I should try, I got these from Kember. So... if anyone has any wigs that they think would look nice on him. I'm up for any color, like blue, green, red. Like, just send me a link of where to get a cool wig for him that's... Sorry. Send me a link of where to get a cool wig for him. I think his head's 14 inches. Doesn't say the size. It says the size on the wig, but I'm not pulling that back off, assuming that I've got it on this time. His head's 14 inches. I think I have it pulled forward too much. Okay. Well, I'm going to go deal with that. Thank you for watching. Hold on. For 14:15. If you have a suggestion for a wig for Adrian, leave it in the comments. I would love to know. I'd love red to match his eyes, or any color, because, yeah, just anything, please. But as long as it's a full cap, and does not have to be glued on, like his previous wig was a partial. You can kind of see how the shape of it. It only covered part of his head, and so it had to be glued on to stay. So as long as the wig is a full, and so it wraps around his head. Keep trying to get this on. As long as it wraps around his head, then that's good. We accidentally got one that was not a full cap. So my mom took it, and she's gonna use it for one of her reborns. We ordered like 3 or 4, and only these 2 actually worked at all. So, that's how you put together a reborn and rant for over an hour. Hope you enjoyed. Again, if you have a suggestion for a wig for Adrian, let me know. If you want to see weekly, well, maybe not even weekly, but if you want to see outfit changes, because, like, I've got all these clothes, I'm going to wash them, go through them, sort them by size, and then, you know, I could do videos where I just change their outfits and chat, or just change them. Maybe ASMR videos of, like, no? Anyways. Thanks for watching. I will see you, sometime. I don't know. 2 years? We'll see.